My locks are getting long. I just saw Frozen 2, so I can't wait for them to get longer and I can just bust out like Elsa. Show yourself. Yes. Hey guys, it's Edna making it happen and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please take the time out and subscribe below. Today I just wanted to have a little discussion, kind of like a sit down, but I'm standing up. Kind of wanted to have a sit down and just talk about why I moved to Thailand, how I'm feeling, and things like that. So, I'm from New York. I was a teacher back in New York, and I just felt like I needed a break. I'm a very hard worker, and I was working very hard, but I was getting a little stressed out. I was gaining weight. I was not doing things that I wanted to do, taking care of other people, and I kind of just needed a little breather and some time to focus on me and figure out things that I wanted to do and things that I wanted to achieve. I just want to take a moment to emphasize that teaching in New York is not just about going to work and going home. I volunteered a lot of my time to helping my students and my families. I ran a lot of programs in my school, and I did a lot to ensure that my students and the families that I served had everything that they needed, which required me to work a lot of unpaid time. So on top of the work that I already had to complete, I was doing extra work, volunteer work, and then just work on my time because there were things that I wanted to do that I thought my students should have, but unfortunately, I didn't work in a school that could afford to pay me. So I did those things on my own. So yeah, on with the video. If you haven't checked out my video, my first video on this channel, talking about living my best life, please go ahead and click the link below. I'll put the link below and check it out. So I kind of wanted to start focus on living for me and living my best life. So I decided that I was going to apply to work abroad. Now, I needed to make sure that when I applied to work abroad, that I wasn't putting myself in the same position that I was at home, right? Overworked, stressed out. I needed something where I could still work, but also still have time to just think. I ended up getting a job here in Thailand, which is great because I've always wanted to visit Asia, and now I'm in Southeast Asia, and there's so many countries around Thailand that I can visit, and it's fairly cheap. So now I'm here, and I put it out into the universe that I wanted to find something that was less stressful, a little more, easier going. And that's exactly what happened, right? So I got the job in Thailand, and I'm still teaching, but my class size is one of the smallest class sizes in the school. Usually, I know when you teach abroad, if you're teaching in a school, your class size can be like 40 plus kids. I'm lucky enough to have 24 kids in my class, and I'm not complaining. I put it out there that I needed a break. I didn't know what I was gonna get. I have 25 kids in my class. Thank you, universe, right? So then I also asked for, not anyone specific, just the universe, for an easier work schedule so I can develop a healthy work-life balance. And the workload that I have now is easier going than what I'm used to in the States. I actually think I'm doing a little too much because I'm used to just going. And I had to really take the first month to figure out and realize that I can breathe and I can work at a slower pace and still get the job done because I'm used to moving because there's so much for me to do. And here, I still have things that I need to do, but it's not as much as what I'm used to, which I'm grateful for. So I put that out there, and I got it. Thank you for that. Something else that I was fortunate enough to receive by coming here is I live in a small community, and everyone is so friendly. People in the community are friendly. The people in my school are friendly. The kids in my school are friendly. When I got here, and still my Thai co-teacher asks me every day, "Are you happy?" And when I first got here, I was like, "What are you talking about?" And the kids would say, "Teacher, are you happy? Are you happy?" And I've never been asked that question before, like regularly, like just a daily question, like, "Are you happy?" And they emphasize really being happy here, emphasize living a happy life, I don't know where I'm going with this. But if I said no, then it would be like, why? Right? My first week here, my Thai co-teacher was like, why? I said, I'm stressing out over work. And she's like, it's not that serious. Do what you can, go home and come back and do what you can again. And it took me a while to process that, because back at home, if I didn't finish it, work at work, I would take it home. And then I would be up late finishing my work at home, be right back at work the next day, same thing. And I grew to be unhappy and stressed, right? So when she said that, I was like, but I don't know how to do that. So I'm in the process now of learning and working on doing work at work, and when I get home, doing some of the things that I want to do, right? So the second month came around and I started developing that habit. I'm getting better. I still have some work to do, but I'm getting better. But that question, are you happy, constantly stays with me, because it's just like, am I happy? Like, what kind of question is that? And how do I answer it? Like, what is happy? I'm happier being here. I am with the workload. But am I ultimately happy? Like, what is that? What do I want? Like, why don't I know? So that question is constantly going around in my head, because I'm not sure if I know what that means to me yet. Yeah. Comment below if you've ever, moved abroad or just moved somewhere else to try and gain a healthier lifestyle, or just to gain change, or even just to think. Because part of the reason why I came here too was to just think about what I want to do next. So if you've ever done something like this, comment below. Let me know how it worked out for you. Is it working out? Are you in the process? Did it happen? Let's share, let's talk. But something else that I wanted to talk about that I was surprised that I was feeling this way, is I was feeling homesick. I've only been here for 2 months, but I realized that I've never been away during the holidays, during holiday season. And Thanksgiving just passed, and I had a bad case of homesickness. I was constantly talking about my family. I was constantly talking about my friends. And then I didn't realize how big Christmas in New York was, because we do it big in New York City. And I've just grown up there. I've just lived there my whole life, so it was just a regular thing to me. And then being in a new country and I'm not around for the holidays, it's just holy moly, I'm missing it, right? I'm just missing it. I'm missing that feeling. I'm missing the vibe, the atmosphere. And I texted my friend, and she was like, it's snowing, it's slushy, you're not missing anything, get over it. And when she said that, I was hurt a little bit, because I was like, but I miss you. But she's right? I'm missing the day, right? The feeling of the day. But, the day that after Thanksgiving, I was fine again, right? It was just a moment. I was missing the moment, but that's what FaceTime is for. And that's also what awesome coworkers are for, because my coworkers came together and we all had a potluck, and we got together and we had a little Thanksgiving dinner in my little Providence in Thailand, and that made me feel so wonderful. And it just filled me up with like so much love and appreciation for the people around me, that they would take their time out to celebrate with me. And thankfully everyone enjoyed it, everyone participated, we all brought food, and it felt really nice. And then the next day came and I was fine, you know? So yeah, homesickness is just, it can come in waves. Christmas is coming, so I'm feeling a little homesicky about that again. I would just like to add that even though people in Thailand don't observe Christmas as a religious holiday, they do like to embrace the Christmas celebration, the party part, the dancing and singing part of the Christmas holiday, which I appreciate because my school and my town have decorated for the occasion. I love walking into work, hearing Christmas music, and watching the kids practice their Christmas songs and dances. So yeah, on with the video again. But I'm also looking forward to New Year and spending the New Year in Thailand, right? So it's kind of just like reminding myself that there are things that I'm here to do. There are things that I want to do, and that feeling homesick doesn't mean I don't want to go home. It just means that I'm just feeling that way for a minute, but it took me a week or so to realize that, but I'm glad I did. So what next? Well, I've been in Thailand now for 2 months, and I've had a lot of time to think, free time to think, stress-free time to think. Let me emphasize that, because I did have free time at home, but it was consumed by stress thoughts. So here I've had a lot of free, stress-free time to think. And yeah, I'm trying to put pieces together. I don't know exactly what's next. I do know I want to travel for a little bit. So I'm still trying to work out what exactly it is that I want to do, right? And I still need to take it back to my first video, and I'm still working on living my best life. So yeah, so that's next. I'm only 2 months in, so I have some way to go, right? But I am feeling a lot more positive about it, so that's good. And I'm looking forward to what I decide to do, because I can do anything. I can do anything I want to do, and I'm excited to figure that out. So yeah, thanks for chatting with me. If you liked my video, please subscribe and share. Hit that subscribe button below, comment below about anything. If you've ever felt homesick, how did it last? How long did it last? Did you end up going back home? Not at one point did I think about going back home. I just felt that strong feeling of missing. And I think a little case of FOMO, you know? And that's okay. All right, I hope you liked the video. Happy holidays. Deuces.